What? 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 Capcom, I don't know what to do with you. Like, I just did a video! I fucking eulogized this game! You made me go back and forth with, like, all of this bullshit of, like, I love this, I hate this, I love this, I hate this, and all this effort, and a day later, a day after I posted the video, what am I even looking at? Like, okay, this is a lot to go over, and I guess we'll just hit it one step at a time, but like, how many times do I have to label a video the final video so you can make me make another fucking video? Oh my god, Capcom, I hate you so much! And yet you're so fucking beautiful. How could you do this? Why would you fill me with optimism, you fucking dirty shit? Hey guys, just interrupting the video long enough to apologize. This whole thing came down literally the day after I uploaded my last video, and I sat down to record all this right away, so I didn't really miss the ball or anything here. I just could not be asked to edit this recording for publication. There's been too much going on lately in my life to just drop everything for this. So, I mean, apologies for the delay. This video should hit all the topics I wanted to cover, so I'm just going to let it roll from here. The only things I have to update really is the fact that there's been no further updates for this website or the project to date. No suggesting that account transfers might be worked out later. I mean, that part of the news just killed all of my drive to keep playing the online version. I'd been prepared to like keep pushing and trying to get some more unlocks and maybe record some more story gameplay, but like it's all for naught at this point. Like if I'm gonna have to start over anyways and offline, there's just no point. I mean, I even managed to unlock those two really cool dive armors for X in the daily pull, but like it doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to do it again later, so I may as well just wait it out. So yeah, that's the plan, I guess. I'll see you all then. Back to the original video. So, let's take a look at this. What is my life? I mean, I'm sure someone has to have done this before, but I've never fucking seen it. Like, look at this. Look at all this fucking, there's a whole fucking website. I've never seen a company actually produce an end-of-life cycle edition of a game like this. This doesn't happen! Like, did you hear all this shit I did in the last... This doesn't happen! That's why I did the other video! I'm shocked out of my fucking mind! I don't know how to handle this shit! This doesn't happen! You've actually made me excited and optimistic for the future. Like other companies might actually fucking notice this and follow suit. Oh my god! Like, I'm not that fucking optimistic, but I'm a little optimistic. That's more than I had yesterday. I am blowing out my microphone. It's amazing. I've never had a reason to talk this fucking loud. Or an excuse. Like, holy balls, guys. This is amazing. I mean, it's still gonna be DiVE. So it's gonna be trash. But oh my... It's still gonna be here! shit! People might actually even want to play it because it won't be full of gotcha bullshit and microtransactions. They have to take all that shit out. They've already taken the They've already taken the microtransaction. Like, you can't pay more for this. They have to rework everything. Like, all right, let me start going through some of this video. All right. All right. So, like, I'm not gonna go over this whole fucking propaganda video because, like, fuck you. All right. But, like, look at this. Look at this. This is a completely different interface. Everything's clearly cut down to game mode and character preparation. Can you see my mouse? Yes. Okay. The total power is still there. That's concerning. That's very concerning. But I don't see capsules. You know, there's the store for going to buy stuff. But hold up. Check this. Right. So I mean, right. Okay. So like here, right? I mean, this is showing like some fucking test account with a bajillion fucking everything. But like, you know, you're not gonna have this much fucking elemental metal. But look, purchase characters with flat out purchase character shards with elemental metals. That's 200 for just 10 shards. That's fucking insane. But I assume you're just gonna be able to. I mean, you can't buy these anymore, so they're just gonna drop in game from stuff. And then to make it even fucking crazier. Hold up. Yeah, here. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. You can buy shards with Zen, the useless fucking Zenny currency that you've got a million bajillion of the fucking shit because it's worthless and they give it out like candy, and you can come in here and buy fucking character shards with them. The only thing in the entire game you could spend Zenny on to buy shards of was the fucking basic bitch Mega Buster. Nothing else in the entire game, ever. And now you can buy this shit with Zenny. I mean, they don't show cards or some of this other stuff, but I have to assume it's going to be the same way. You're going to be able to just buy it with the default currencies and stuff that you're earning in-game. There's no more paying for this shit. You're just going to earn it and then spend it however you want on any character you want. And they're all just fucking here. So you can just buy them. Again, look at this. Like, boom. 250,000 Zenny. That's nothing. And you get 50 shards of this fucking of an S-class. Okay. So that means that like all these characters you're going to be able to upgrade now without going. I mean, there's still probably going to be grind. They're going to make you like play the stages to earn the Zenny and the medals. So I mean, that's still going to be there in some sense. But I mean, if they're doing this, then that means they're going to have to like reel back. There's not going to be a gotcha system. Look, I mean, look. There's no capsules here. None of this is There's no advertisement to go roll the gotcha. There's no gotcha. The gotcha is gone. You can just get whatever character you want. Now I just saw on the thing, so let's go back to that. I guess this is written anyways, but on the website, but I didn't really read it as well. It's just right here, right? So, user data from the current mobile version cannot be transferred to online. Oh. Well, that makes playing the game at all kind of pointless, doesn't it? If I'm just going to have to start over from scratch. Well, shit, I didn't read that. Alright, that's still fucking awful. Fuck you then, lol. But okay, fine. Still, you're going to be able to play the game. You're going to be able to select whatever character you want and just dive through. It's going to completely rewrite the way this game works. And if it's a standalone title, fuck. Maybe we can get some mods in finally. Nikki, get out of the way for a second. Okay. So you can read all that, and now Nikki, come back. Okay. So user data from the current mobile version cannot be transferred to offline. So whenever this launches, it's going to launch as like its own individual title. And you're going to be starting from scratch. So, all right. That sucks. It's still taking everything away from you. It's also saying that collab characters won't be included. So the really cool Monster Hunter skins won't be in. The neat Devil May Cry things won't be in. I guess that means the Street Fighter characters also won't be in, which, I mean, no complaints there. But that should leave everything else, right? So, like, the only thing... So, presumably, that means the only things removed will be the crossover event characters, which isn't a lot of characters. So that's 3 Street Fighter characters, probably all the related cards, 2 Devil May Cry characters, and I guess the related cards. And then there were a lot of Monster Hunter crossover characters. That's actually disappointing because those were pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how many of those there were off the top of my head, but I mean, there was like nearly 10 of those fucking things. Because there were like 3 or 4 characters every time they did that. So at least like 8, right? Okay, so then they're already telling us right here they're going to be removing battle mode, which arena. So they're moving arena. We knew that was coming. Like I obviously would have called that. Guilds, I also would have called that. Rankings, I don't know why that would have mattered, but yeah, okay. Can't really have a global ranking if there's no connectivity. Co-op play, I imagine the co-op stages are still going to be there. They'll probably just be repurposed somehow for your armor upgrades maybe, but you won't be able to connect to other players and play through the co-op stages together. But they'll probably still be there because you could play those in single player. They were just there. It's just you got more rewards for playing with other people, which made it a hassle because you had to wait for people to connect, and that could take upwards to 10 to 15 minutes, just depending on the time of day. And then capsules. Capsules are the fucking gotcha mechanic. So, no arena, no online play. Oh well. No guilds. Nothing of value lost. Then like card drops or something maybe that you're going to be able to just get elsewhere now, and easier. And no capsules. I imagine the time attack mode will still be there. You just won't be competing against anyone other than yourself, and whatever the game thinks the time. Because like I S rank that shit all the time, right? And then it's just like, did you do it faster than the other 4 people in your bundle group or not for best rewards? Like, I mean, that means they can just reroute that so that you can just play through speedrun versions of stages to get the best speedrun time and just get your rewards right away without having to wait all fucking day. I mean, that's great. All of this is great. Everything but the part where your data doesn't get fucking why doesn't my data get transferred? I mean, blah. I imagine that means gallery mode will also either be... I mean, it would have to be either completely removed... Hold on. I mean, that kind of looks like the gallery icon, doesn't it? So, I mean, the gallery might still be in there, but will it still contribute to your total power? And even if it does, there's no arena anymore, so you won't be grinding arena wins. I don't know what this symbol is. That seems new. Maybe I just don't recognize it. I'll have to look. But I mean, you're not going to have a friends list. You're not going to have... What we should do... Yeah, I'm going to pull up the fucking game. Hold on. Okay, so yes, the R's gallery. So that's still going to be there in some capacity. The Lucky Roulette, that's going to be fucking gone because that's just a shop, a gotcha shop mechanic. I mean, there won't be notice or current events. Ranking's going to be removed. Yeah, that was a new icon. There won't be any mail system. The shop's going to still be here. This banner is gone. Like, all of this has been condensed into just 2 steps. There won't be any fucking chat down here because there won't be any online. There's no energy. There's no energy on that thing. Check it out. No energy bar. Which means you can just play the game. You can just play the game. You don't have to wait for shit. You can just play the fucking game. Yeah, you're still going to have your Zenny and your medals you have to grind up, I guess, to increase your power rating by unlocking characters. But you'll be able to unlock whatever character you want in whatever order you want, presumably. Because they're just going to be available. It's just going to be like, here's the character list. Unlock and upgrade who you want. I mean, the no account migration is like the biggest bust. Because I feel like it would be... I mean, I guess they've got time to change that, but they probably won't. But like, if you were in here and you had, say, where's one of them? Yeah, any of these clowns, or you know, Zenogre Iris, or, you know, Crimson Valstrax, you know, there's this crazy shit. Like, if I had this unlocked already, and then you're gonna say, oh yeah, this you don't have this anymore, it's removed. That would suck, right? Because like in Marvel Heroes, there was that one point where Marvel was all pissy about the Fantastic Four and everything because Sony owned them and not Disney, and so they removed the Fantastic Four characters, except Doctor Doom, from Marvel Heroes, unless you already owned them, in which case you could still use and play as them. I would have assumed in a case like this that if you had been a player of the game and you'd already unlocked this special edition of a crossover character, or if you'd already unlocked Dante from Devil May Cry, then, you know, you'd be able to still play as Dante from Devil May Cry, and it just maybe wouldn't be available to other people then. And like, oh, well, that sucks. I guess that new people can't unlock it, but you got it because you played the game. You were here from the beginning. You still have all your currencies and stuff built up, and you can just jump into the game and play it however. No, everyone's starting over from scratch and these characters are removed. All right, well, you couldn't be perfect, could you? I guess. And it's stupid, too, because it's not like they crossed over with fucking Mickey Mouse over here. They own Devil May Cry! They own Monster Hunter! There's no reason they can't include it. They own Street Fighter. It's all Capcom! Why are you stripping those things out? But, alright, sure, fine, whatever, I guess. Shrug. Gosh, what else will it... I mean, you're definitely not getting skins, but I mean, they pretty much didn't have any skins for anything after the first, like, 3 months of this game being out to begin with. They just released completely new characters after that point. Cards are still going to be in. I would not be surprised if they took skins out. That wouldn't surprise me. If they don't, I hope they at least make it so if they keep in this whole S rank X and 0 thing, I hope that the command mission skin transfers up to S rank X because it should. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what else I would even ask for, right? So skills will probably be the same. They'll be easier to unlock. I wouldn't be surprised if several of these things are still tied to, oh, you have to level up your account, because I still saw the level up numbers. Yeah, see, the account level thing is still here. So, I mean, there's going to have to be something for this. I imagine they'll just dramatically boost the experience gain for stuff, because there's not going to be daily missions, right? That couldn't be what this is or anything, could it? I don't know. But, I mean, that's where you get most of your level. Like I level up like once a day just on the fucking daily missions, right? That's about the only time it even happens, because everything else doesn't give you enough. So I would have to assume they're going to tweak that too, so that you can power up faster or something, you know? And you're going to be able to buy memories for rank up. I don't know what they'll do with this DNA code shit, because I mean, the character shards, sure, you buy more character shards, but like this material, you get this from the stupid deep recorder thing. There's no way they include this as a fucking mode. There's no way they leave this in. I would be shocked and appalled if they left this mode in. Especially since, again, this is like tied to like weekly progress. Like you would have to be doing this. It has like a weekly reset. So you would be like, yeah, they'd have to just put this somewhere else, right? They wouldn't leave this in. I mean, this is boring as shit, and it requires you to be in like a weekly time limit. There's no way they leave this in. At the very least, not without changing it dramatically, right? Because anyone playing this in offline mode would do it one time and then never touch it again, because there's nothing to do here. There's no gameplay. This is super trash, right? So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they take this mode out entirely. And it is tied to other players too. So it would make sense that they would just take this out. Like, you're supposed to be competing with other players, like get the rewards first or something. And like, it doesn't seem to matter. Like, I barely see people even interacting with this. I guess they're doing it more than me because they're higher ranked. But, you know. I mean, there's not going to be the friend. Let's just go over here. Like, there's no way mission is in, right? Because that would require daily things. And why would you have... Because, like, most of the rewards from this are experience for the account boosting, which fine. And then, like, these little Megaman head tokens, these are for this monthly activity thing. This is a battle pass. There's not going to be any more microtransactions. Like, you literally can't buy this. So, I mean, they're going to remove this, right? Like, entirely. Because, like, otherwise, like, oh, well, you can get all the cards and the weapon shards and upgrade doodads and whatnot. But I won't need that because I can get it from some other mode now, right? Right? So, like, what? There's no way there's going to be this screen at all, right? Like, mission isn't going to be here. I mean, there won't be events. So, like, this won't be here. This won't be here. Like, this will all just be factored into the thing, right? I mean, achievements might still be here in some capacity, just to, like, say you've got achievements, I guess. But that'll probably still be, like, recontextualized into some other functionary, right? Then all the gotchas will be taken out, right? You won't be getting any daily login rewards. It'll just be a straight up game. You'll click that dive button and go into like one of these different story modes. Fuck, man. Like, I was gonna sit here and like, I mean, if you're paying attention, you can see my total power is higher than it was last time I did a video. I was gonna try and get through like a few more stages and maybe toss that out later. And now it's like, do I even need to do that? Because it's gonna be available now. I'm gonna be able to play the fucking game. Anyone will be able to play the fucking game and not even feel bad about it, because all this shit that makes it miserable is gonna be taken out. There's probably still gonna be a relentless grind to get this total power up. To like, oh yeah, upgrade literally every single fucking character. But I mean, even if the gallery's still here, look, Arena's not going to exist. So like this whole requirement's going to be gone, at the very least. Some of these others could still be here as part of the grind for like every character. But like, the entire reason for this was to hold you back from progressing too quickly. So like the big question I'm going to have still is like, okay, when this happens, let's say I want to continue the story, it's still too low, and I get to this point. All right, cool. My total power is this. Am I still going to be gate kept arbitrarily from proceeding further because I didn't power my character up enough? Because like this is a full rank character with a full ranked weapon and a nice set of cards here, right? I guess they could clearly be better, but they're in a good spot. I don't know. It's weird to think about now, because like I've sat here and theorized about how this could be better if you just did this, and now, shockingly, they're gonna do it. I mean, not all of it, but some of it. Oh. I mean, I would think this lab mode would be gone too. Like, backup might be here, I guess. That sort of makes a degree of sense to have, maybe. Skills will be somewhere. But like the lab? Why would the lab be here? What use is this? I mean, this section here is completely worthless because there's no more energy. You can just play the game. I imagine you can get weapon box materials easier from playing the game. Why would you have a research thing where you have to set a thing to research and then wait several hours for the damn thing to finish? Like, when I can just be like, all right, well, here, yeah, do a materials box, lols, and then we'll come back to that, I guess, in however long. Like, how long? In 300 minutes? How much time is that? Let's assume it was 360. That'd be like 6 hours. So 5 hours. All right, so 5 hours from now, these will be finished. Why would you have that in a game that doesn't have energy, that isn't set so that you can just, that isn't set with the expectation that you're going to put the game down and come back later when your energy is restored? So, I mean, this whole section's got to be gone too, right? I mean, I guess some of these other things would still be here. Like repository, I mean, you would still have all of this. This is basically just your inventory and keeping track of it. There aren't going to be any more of these stupid microphones. I would imagine some of these, like these special coins and stuff, probably won't be around either. Like, that's a whole store that won't have any purpose anymore because it's going to be replaced. Armaments factory, all that. Yeah, like both of those are going to be meaningless. They're just going to be gone. Use it to revive things. I would imagine they'd take this out too. You just be able to revive yourself. I mean, why? The only reason this was here was so you could pay for revival things. So if you don't need that anymore, why would this be there? Yeah, skip dives. Why would this be here? Why would you need a skip program if you can just play the game? I mean, I guess you might still want to skip some stages if they're boring, or if it's just like, oh, I need this material. Here, click the button, do it fast. But like, gosh, it's so weird thinking about this. I would have never imagined in a million years. I'm still pissed now that I read the part where it's like, oh, your account will be reset. Like, you know how much effort I put into this? Like a month? Yes, like a month. That's still something, you asshole. What if I'm one of these people that actually played this on the daily forever and has like all of the things? Like whether they paid for anything or not, they've got all the things and now you're just taking it all away. I mean, I guess that's what was going to happen anyways. But like, if you are converting to the end of life cycle, like, I'm going to cross my fingers. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I'll cross my fingers that they work out some way to actually, before this is done and finalized, to actually transfer account data over. Because I imagine that's going to be the #1 complaint at this point. Like before it would have been, well, the game's dead, give back game. Or, you know, I paid for all these things and now you're just taking them away from me. So if they're doing this now, I feel like there's a strong possibility that they're at least going to consider it. Like, again, no guarantees, because, I mean, there's no guarantee. There's no reason to believe it will be a thing. But that will definitely be the biggest complaint then, going from this version of the game to the offline version of the game, is why don't I get to keep my stuff? I want to keep my stuff. And I feel like there's a possibility they might, the slightest possible possibility that they might find a way to do that. But yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath on it. I'm not going to hold my breath on that. I'm just not. But I mean, at this point, that's the last thing you could ask for, right? Everything else is kind of as it needs to be. Like, okay, Arena's gone. No big loss. Arena was boring. Arena was mostly you log into a match, the enemy is standing there, not actually fighting on the other side, and you have to just run over there and kill them 3 times. And then start the next match, and then you get an actual opponent, and they have friggin' Via, and they delete you in one hit from 1,200 feet away from you because they can just do that with their character. So nothing of value's lost with Arena. Now co-op, again, they'll probably rename the stage types as, like, I don't know, armored stages or something, since that's what you use these for, is to go get armor parts. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just recontextualize this. You won't be able to play with other players anymore. That kind of sucks. Because it would be nice if you could still have this and just be like, all right, well, my friend also has the game, so I can just connect with them directly. Because, I mean, I don't want to sit here and play this with randos anyways. Waiting for that was like a pain in the ass. But being able to do it with, like, a friend from time to time, I mean, any of these stages, whether it was a co-op stage or not, just having somebody else join you and play through the stage, that's fun. So, I don't know. So I guess that's a bit of a loss, but it's not the end of the world. And if the things are still going to be playable in some capacity, then, because again, like right here, it's single player button right there. I could just play this stage without needing another person with me. I can just do that. Simple enough. Yeah, I just don't know what else to say then. For now, I guess. Okay, so that's that's the entire topic. Like, they doesn't transfer. All right, cool. Anything else? That's your video. Sorry, characters, systems. Yeah, event mode. So I assume they're just going to add in the. Oh, well, that's not useful. Okay, yeah, that's not useful at all. Oh, wow. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else I can really say about this right now. We'll see how it progresses over time. I guess whenever this version of the game drops, I'll give it a spin and let you know if it's worth the trouble, I guess, which it probably will be. But yeah, okay. This is the thing, I guess. The game will still be. It won't be the same game. There will be things missing, but the game will ultimately be playable and available in future for generations to come now, thanks to this move. I was not expecting this. I really wasn't. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, we'll just see where it goes from here. I'll update you when the time comes. Because if this is the way that things are going, there's no reason for me to sit here fiddling around behind the scenes or trying to unlock characters that are just going to be deleted from my account anyways because there's no account transfer. Again, they should really look into that. If you want to make this a perfect exchange, figure out how to make my account transfer, you bitches. But all right. Yeah. I'll probably never say this again. So congrats Capcom for being a good company. Okay, I'm okay. Everything's good. Oof. Okay, that was hard. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm done. Fuck. Bye.